already mentioned it, but have you seen that pay off, losing that weight?
Absolutely. I mean, I think the whole group, as a group, we're running around more. One of the emphasis for Coach Clancy was our pursuit, our effort, our urgency moving around. And during winter conditioning, when we got a hold of these guys, I mean, we drilled these guys to a bloody stump. And but it's paying off now. The weight came off, the conditioning levels are super high, and it's carried over to spring ball. I mean, it shows their effort is, from what I was told, is much different than it ever was. But you know, the last place I was the pursuit coach, so I was used to chasing guys out, and making sure the D-line was running around. So they're doing a nice job.
So the advantage of them slowing down, is that just about speed, or what are the other?
Yeah, speed and quickness, a little bit more twitch. I got strong guys, so I'm not worried about them losing any strength. You know, if they're kind of, usually you got your weaker guys that, I don't want to say that, but not as strong players, you want to keep that heavy weight on so they can hold the ground. These kids, Marlon, Jay, Brandon, they're really strong inside, you know, so it's okay if they lose that weight. They get it in that low 300-pound area because they can hold their own. You know, these Polynesian kids, as strong as oxes, so, you know, they'll be all right.
So what's your big emphasis for the spring scratches? What do you want to do?
Fundamentals. That's a big emphasis for us, and that's what Coach Clancy wanted me to harp on. Starting from scratch, just getting a great stance. You know, people take that for granted, and so just getting these guys in a great stance and having them come off the ball the right way, knowing when to narrow up your stance and have a wide stance, having good eye control. You know, I think that's something that's part of fundamentals, seeing who you're attacking. And that's a work in progress, but the more we focus on those things, besides using your hands and pad level, just working on your stance, your steps, and your eye control, puts all that stuff together, and it's showing up. It's something new for these guys, but again, that's just part of the fundamentals of football. You know, the technical part of it, they'll get it. They're good athletes, you know. But just working on the little things, you know, that's a huge emphasis. It might something be small to people, like what? That's it, but that's kind of a big deal because it carries over into the run techniques, the pass techniques, and right now, run-wise, I like where we are. I mean, we're playing through guys, and we're playing behind the line of scrimmage. The next step of spring ball, I think we're graduating where it's time to work on escaping, getting off blocks, violent escapes, and that's another emphasis that Coach Clancy wanted. And I haven't harped on that right now because I'm taking care of phase 1 first. Now phase 2 is us coming off blocks and whatnot. But I was pretty pleased in the live stuff. The D linemen came off and they made some plays. But again, we got a bunch of good players here. We got good athletes. You know, Coach Helton, Coach Nansen, they did a nice job of recruiting good defensive linemen.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach. What do you thought about Drake?
Man, I was just saying Drake Jackson, very impressed with him. He's a talented football player. What I like about Drake is he's a guy that takes time not only on the field to ask you questions, but off the field. He's not ashamed of doing it. A lot of these young guys, they're a little shy, they don't say much, but Drake's not that guy. He wants to learn, he wants to be right. And what's also awesome about that guy, you know, he's a highly recruited dude, but very, very coachable, you know. But I knew that coming in. He's been raised the right way. His dad's a great guy, and, you know, Drake's a respectable kid, but it's awesome working with a talented dude like that who's so coachable and so eager to learn. And I mean, that guy's gonna play. You know, I mean, even though it's early, you can see that guy's gonna play for us.
Yeah, I was gonna mention, I mean, not to like overhype or anything, but the ceiling looks like it might be a little bit higher for him than your usual freshman.
Oh yeah, you know, that's the one thing with me. If you're ready to play, you're gonna play. I mean, if you look at my track record from wherever I'm at, if I got a freshman that can hold his ground and that can pick up everything mentally, he's gonna play. You know, and to me right now, if we were to play next week, if we're getting Drake's playing, he's in the rotation.
Really?
Yeah, he's in the rotation. He's ready. I mean, like Coach Clancy's scaled down the scheme. I mean, he simplified things. And so our guys up front they're playing faster. It's not complicated. There's a lot of same as in what we do. So he's excelling, but he's doing a really good job for a kid who should be a senior in high school right now, probably getting ready for prom or something.
I noticed that you guys have him standing up. You have him, putting, hand in the ground. He can really move around for you, huh?
Yeah, I think what we're doing it with the ends, and we're keeping it multiple on what they're doing. We're not just being one-dimensional, getting down in the stance. I'm teaching them certain things on certain formations and when to stand up, when to go down. Yeah, they have different responsibilities, different types of stance for different types of formations and what they're doing.
Where was he maybe further along? Is it a pass rusher or against the run right now?
I think he's pretty much even. Steven, in high school, he's a good pass rusher, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you got some pretty good old linemen here, so
he's
coming around on the pass rush. But what I'm impressed with is his run game.
Okay.
I mean, the most important thing is stopping the run.
Right.
You know what? At the end of the day, Drake, even if I don't work on pass rush that much, Drake Jackson and Christian Rector, those guys are going to be able to pass rush because they're just talented athletes.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
But right now, the focus for this spring is stopping the run. And that young man has stepped up. Right? Like I said, he's been going against the ones. And he's done a nice job from week 1 to week 2 of securing that C cap. So it's good.
Finally, I want to ask about Jay Tufele and what your initial thoughts have been on him.
Jay Tufele, he's having a really good spring. He's taking a bunch of reps, whether he's playing 3 technique or nose guard. Very impressed with how strong he is. I absolutely love his effort. He plays with relentless effort. He goes hard on every single play. You can't slow him down. Sometimes that'll hurt him gap-wise on his responsibilities. But the problem is, if you're gonna make a mistake, go full speed, and you don't have to worry about Jay Tufele going full speed. So he's that guy. I mean, you saw him in the live reps, man. He made some plays. Now he was playing behind the line of scrimmage, and he's getting down this run technique real well. He's being such a physical run stopper right now. I'm really pleased with him and Marlon, the way they're playing inside, and also Petey. It's unfortunate, Petey's a little dinged up, but hopefully we get him back on Saturday because we need him. We don't have much depth.
It sounds like you really hit it home with them that we got to be better against the run.
Yes. I hit it home because Coach Prendergast told me I need to hit that home.
I mean,
that's a point of emphasis, stopping the run with Coach Clancy, myself, Coach Nance in the front 7, and Coach Defoe. And then, them just having that mentality of not giving, stop the run, then you get to pass rush and have some fun. So that's their mentality right now. But another thing is they're just playing sound football. It's like when we were live, I said, hey guys, let's get after it. All right, let's play hard, but let's play smart, sound football. Let's not throw everything out the door that we learned because we're going live. That tends to happen. I can guarantee you in the first game when we play Fresno State, I'm gonna remind them to do that too again. So, but no, these guys are coming along. They're adjusting to me. I'm adjusting to them. They're picking up the techniques. So, I like where we're at.
What did you think of Connor as a 3 today?
Connor as a 3. We were down a guy, so I needed a 3 technique. I know Connor's a smart dude. He's a student in the game, and I asked him, I said, hey, but I need you to play some 3 technique. He goes, I'll play wherever you need me to play, coach. He stepped in. He didn't miss a beat. I said, if you need some help, let me know. He said, I think I got it. I paired them up with, I paired Connor and Marlon up together. And then that way Marlon could help Connor with some of the interior stuff, but Connor can make anything. So I'm happy with him, man. I got to watch the film, but he made some things happen, and I'm just happy he could step up for us.